Welcome back to the Stoic Tube. In a world where relationships often define people, there's one archetype that walks a path of independence and self-mastery: the Sigma male. Unlike alpha males who thrive in the spotlight or beta males who crave acceptance, the Sigma male is the lone wolf. He's introspective, emotionally disciplined, and fiercely self-reliant. And when it comes to breakups, he plays by an entirely different rule book. Sigma males never chase, they never beg, and they certainly never plead for an ex to come back. But why? What's the psychology behind it? Let's dive deep into the mindset that makes Sigma males walk away with their head held high, even when their heart is breaking. 1. Self-worth isn't negotiable. Sigma males don't rely on others to define their worth. Their validation doesn't come from being in a relationship. It comes from mastering themselves. When a relationship ends, it doesn't shatter their identity. They see the breakup as a transition, not a breakdown. They don't view rejection as a loss of value, but as a redirection toward something better. Begging for someone to return. To a Sigma, that's handing your power to someone who chose to walk away. It's not pride, it's principle. 2. They understand the law of respect. Sigma males know this truth. If you have to beg, it's no longer love, it's dependency. And dependency has no place in a Sigma's world. They understand that respect is the foundation of any relationship. If someone chooses to leave, the Sigma male respects that choice, even if he disagrees with it, because he knows that trying to force someone to stay is a betrayal of self-respect. He'd rather be alone with dignity than together in desperation. 3. They've already grieved the relationship silently. One thing about Sigma males, they process emotions inwardly. While others rant, cry, or reach out for comfort, the Sigma turns inward. He reflects, he analyzes, he feels, but never from a place of weakness. So when the breakup happens, it might seem like he's cold, detached, unaffected, but behind the silence, he's already done the work. By the time an ex realizes what they've lost, the Sigma has already moved forward, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There's no going back. 4. They believe in growth, not regression. To beg an ex to come back is to rewind life, to return to a version of themselves that no longer exists. Sigma males are forward movers, constantly evolving, constantly improving. When a relationship ends, they see it as a lesson, not a punishment. They extract the wisdom and keep climbing. Why beg to return to a place you've outgrown? That's not the Sigma way. That's not power. That's fear disguised as love. 5. They know true. Value is shown in absence. This is where the Sigma mindset becomes powerful. They don't text long emotional messages. They don't show up at the door with flowers. They don't make dramatic pleas. They vanish. Not as a game, not to manipulate, but to protect their peace. And ironically, it's this silence that often speaks louder than any words. Exes start to feel the emptiness, the absence, the lack of presence from a man who once gave depth, security, and calm. And they often return, not because they were begged, but because they were missed. But by then, the Sigma male has already closed the chapter. 6. They're comfortable with solitude. Begging someone to come back often stems from a fear of being alone. Sigma males don't have that fear. In fact, they thrive in solitude. It's in the quiet where they find clarity, strength, and direction. So when a relationship ends, they return to their sanctuary, their own company. They rebuild in silence. They work on themselves, not to win someone back, but because they never stopped working on themselves to begin with. While others scramble to fill the emotional void, the Sigma male embraces the space. 7. They don't romanticize the past. After a breakup, many people fall into the trap of idealizing what was. They remember only the highs and ignore the lows. They think, maybe if I try harder, it could work again. Not Sigma males. Their minds are wired for logic, not illusion. They look at the relationship as it truly was. If it didn't work, there was a reason. And no amount of nostalgia or sweet memories can cloud that clarity. They don't chase memories. They build futures.